No.
Hey everybody, welcome to, this is another episode,
Twin Peaks After Dark?
Yeah, no.
Is there a title for this show that we do?
It's Inside the Red Room.
Oh, Red Room!
Welcome, Red Room.
Red Room!
Yes. Welcome to Inside the Red Room. This is where we give you a good breakdown of, the one and only Twin Peaks. Because there's only one. There's only one when it comes to Twin Peaks. There was a lot to view in this episode, but not really too much to unpack. Hey Ryan, hey Rogerio. Oh my gosh, I love it. Link to see it. I don't understand. Hey Jazzer,
link to see the episode.
Oh, you want a link to see the episode? I'm sorry, we don't have a link to see the episode at Showtime. They are giving a 30-day free Showtime trial. You can go ahead and do that, and boom, watch the show that way. Yeah, right.
Jezzer,
right?
I'll keep you company anytime.
Yeah. She hasn't even drunk too much of her beer. Is it good?
That's okay.
Hints of fruit or something?
I'm not into it. It's the first time I'm trying Modern Times beer.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I won't say it's good, but it's interesting. Interessante.
But yes,
the love connection. Yeah, the love connection between Migdalia and Jessica. Well, I mean, there was a little person in this episode.
We should have opened up this episode with us just looking dead into the camera and that crickets.
Yeah, should we?
Because this episode,
I don't know what to say about it. There was so much, but so little. Really, all right. We were looking at, in Reddit, they even mentioned it. It feels like this whole season so far is just one huge Rickroll. It really does. Because what they're doing to us, or at least what they're giving us, every time we progress a little bit more as to get into what's happening with the show, he introduces new characters or a new plot with the new character. And it just becomes more and more and more. What is that?
This says the spear is vegan.
Wow.
Okay, I'm done. Sorry.
Just like the show. The show itself is very vegan in some ways, as far as children getting hit by cars and stuff.
Oh my god.
All right, we're gonna run through it and unpack things that we did notice. Dougie, we finally got answers as to yes, exactly. Teach her how to Dougie.
I don't know how to do the Dougie. Someone really needs to teach me.
Teach you how to Dougie. Oh, okay. But we got some. Oh, hey, Laron. Is it Laron Underwood? Laron? Are we gonna go Laron?
Why don't you ask him? Maybe he'll spell it phonetically.
Spell it phonetically for me. Is it Laron or Leron or I want to say
Ron.
Yeah. What do you want us to say? We will say it that way. It depends. But we got a lot concerning Dougie. At least why there were hitmen coming after Dougie. Still got a little bit more information concerning the relationship Dougie has with his wife and his child, which is very weird.
Which is funny because I have no idea what's going on with Dougie. Okay, right. I feel like I missed so much context between episode 1 and 5. So I only had seen episode 1 and 5. Okay, and I'm like, what is this deal with Dougie? I asked him every episode, what is the deal? He's in his body, but why is he acting that way? Is he having the longest stroke ever? And I just came up with this today. Has he regressed all the way to his juvenile days or a 3-year-old?
Which is interesting because the boss does say what is this?
Reborn.
No, these child scribbles on the paper at first, and then later he finds out to say that they were the most helpful scribbles he's ever seen on paper. That was weird. Which I don't understand. I'm sorry, David Lynch, but sometimes I can't take this ride with you. I can't. And this is one of those episodes where it feels like I can't take that ride. So we find out Dougie has, of course, we know a gambling problem, which made sense because when he was gambling and he's ruling, hello, and he starts making a bunch of money, hand over fist, over and over and over. Even while doing so, the thing is, so Dougie made some bad bets. Mm-hmm. And we find out through later his wife that Dougie owes $50,000. We find that out through a phone call. Huh. But the thing that's interesting about it, once again, is the relationship. Mm-hmm. Dougie's wife is okay with the infidelity?
I mean, it's not even that. Like, she just yells at him like he's just one of her children. Like, get down here right now. He's not spending the night with his son.
No, he's spending the night. I'll see you later. And you come down here. Right? Like, I don't understand. Kwame Jones, what's up? Yeah, that's from like Captain Planet. Kwame.
Kwame.
Captain Planet. He's a hero. No, Earth. He's clearly.
Yeah, but that was the only one. Like, because everyone makes fun of that.
He does nothing. Marty did nothing. Marty deserves to be in this show because I don't understand anything that's going on. I thought that we'd at least get to find out what's going on with the little pager or whatever that turned into a small little ball that was in Argentina.
I must have missed
and
that
I was
part.
like, well, there was last episode, the very end, where we see a little bowl and there's a pager there. It has like 2 lights on it, and then remember it just turned into a small little metal ball. And it was in Argentina, which we know David Bowie's character is in Argentina. So we don't know because no one's confirmed.
Argentina in the sky.
They've asked, did David Bowie film any scenes? Of course, before he passed. Well, that's the thing. They've asked, and Lynch has been kind of like, well, you guys will see if it happened. And I'm like, why would you say that even if he's dead? Like, we know that, but we know David Bowie's character does have a doppelganger also, which is a less attractive.
Don't exploit his death
to
get viewers.
Yeah, but his character has a less attractive doppelganger that may actually be the person that's still in Argentina. As far as me not losing my mind, Ryan, trust me, this episode already did it for me. I'm gone. I don't know what's happening. But going further into the episode itself, all right.
Let's talk about this kid.
Okay, no, not the kid. The kid. Not yet. Well, what about Dougie's kid? What is his name? Sonny Jim?
Sonny Jim.
All right, he already had a problem with a name like that. He already had a problem with the name like Sonny Jim. But Sonny Jim. Sonny Jim's relationship with his dad, it seemed kind of nice. It's getting cute and quaint. He's all right. I'm gonna clap, and Dad claps. He doesn't realize he doesn't realize his dad is suffering from a stroke or whatever. He just thinks it's fun. Dad claps, I clap. Dad claps, I clap. Dad claps, I clap. Let me see. Wait, I thought it felt like a Stephen King novel with the evil demons with like The Stand. How exactly did you feel that way concerning like the Stephen King novel with the evil demons? Expound on that for us in the chat room. We'd love to know. But I don't know. There's so many things.
Well, I kind of get like their relationship probably kind of distant because he has his gambling problem. So he's probably like never home between work and gambling. Okay. Because he was like super ecstatic to have his dad in his room. Like he doesn't come in there on the regular.
He was.
So, and then he was super disappointed when his mom was like, "He's not staying in there tonight."
Oh, jeez. Mom is such a raging so-and-so.
That was so vicious.
I am not a fan. Not a fan of the wife, Dougie's wife. But she says that, and she's real cavalier about it. She pulls out the picture and says, well, they want their $50,000, and you were supposed to pay them and you didn't, and now we got this picture, and there's a picture of him and Jade, the hooker with a heart of gold, the woman of the night. But they show their picture, and she's so calm about it, where it's just like, well, so
but she wasn't at first.
But she's so detached.
Well, maybe she has a manic personality disorder or something.
Maybe she clearly does.
Because she flipped the switch real quick towards the end. Gave him a nice little kiss on the head.
Right? Just okay. And then after that, Dougie, take care of your case files. That word, case files, again. And sure enough, Dougie does start to do the case files. And while he's doing the case files, he starts to see some dancing stars. Right? And starts drawing and connecting the dots. What was that about?
And he was holding it like a child would.
He was. And I'm thinking it's something that you're noticing. And it may be. He may have regressed in some way.
He's born again, Dougie.
Exactly. Well, born again Coop in Dougie's body. And I don't know.
Where does Dougie start and Coop end? Dun, dun, dun. We need that chipmunk thing to come up. So you guys don't know what I'm talking about? You haven't lived.
Yeah, just look dramatic.
Chipmunk.
Is it chipmunk?
Yeah. No, I always thought it was a squirrel. That's why it would never come up for me. Okay. And then it was like, it's a chipmunk.
Dramatic. Look up dramatic chipmunk, guys. You guys will love it. My goodness. But what was that? I don't. If you guys happen to know anything concerning the connection there with the drawing, I want to know if.
Well, one looked like a ladder. And that was like a giant eyeball thing and a bird looking over.
We had a staircase, and then after that, like a drop.
It's a slide. It's a slide! It's a playground!
Oh. I wonder if it is, though. Think about that.
I'm just here to give you clues. I'm just a game master here.
Oh, my gosh. Oh my goodness. How's my day going? I don't know really. I'm so lost on this episode. I'm sweating.
I know. Daniel's gonna have a stroke.
I'm gonna have a stroke.
Hot flashes.
I can do one now. I'm doing like whatever.
No, don't start that.
Backwards talk. Speaking of backwards talk, while Dougie was having his stroke, his minor, he has so many. I think that's what's going on. When he has his visions and all the things.
We're gonna need a stroke PSA at the end of this about how much we're making fun of it.
Yeah, but he gets to see the one-armed man. And the one-armed man is there in the red room, of course. That's where he always is. In the red room, and he has a vision. And in the vision, the one-armed man tells him, he says, don't die.
Oh, okay.
That's the title of the episode or something, or that's the description they said for the episode. And he's telling him not to die. And I'm wondering, is he referencing to Cooper, telling Cooper, don't die right now. It's important that you're there. You're going to have to battle.
Cross the street quickly?
Well, I don't know.
Not slowly?
Could be.
How does this guy drive? I don't understand.
No. But that was him talking to Dougie, the one-armed man talking to Dougie. We're not talking about Chad and his problem with
right. I'm talking about how does Dougie drive acting all like that?
Oh, yeah. How does he?
Like a 2-minute delay if the light turns. Red light.
Dougie would probably
means stop.
I don't. Just so much happened within those few moments, and I'm trying to see exactly what it does mean. Mm-hmm.
Guys, this is like another Legion. If you thought Legion was gone, David Lynch came and said,
"Yeah,
no, it's not."
Yeah. Hey, Red Hector.
There's another mystery.
Yeah, we do see you. I don't know what's going on here.
Maybe it's a quote.
Is it a quote? Or
I don't know. I said maybe.
You see me, don't you? I do see you. I do. Which is weird. But moving from Dougie and his weird escapade, we get Chad. Chad is at a drug deal. And he's coked out. He's taking a bump right while he's doing a coke deal, and then he's dealing with a magician, a really bad magician, like street magic.
You thought that was bad? He threw a dime in the air. It flipped like a zillion times. It defied the laws of physics, and then he coughed it out. Chad.
Yeah.
That's on David Blaine level right there.
Really weird.
I don't even think David Blaine did that.
Really weird is what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's because I don't understand why it even happened. I don't know. But the guy was like, I'll break open your head.
He was basically dressing this little rapist dude down. And I wish we would have found out what happened after that whole cigarette scene in the last episode.
Ooh. I don't want to know what happened. I don't know. I don't want to know.
But yeah, he was basically making this kid on the verge of tears. He was.
He was. He was upset. He was upset at everything he was being told, everything that he heard, and he was pissed because, he's breaking them down. It's kind of like, hey, you know what? I don't need this kind of. I'm a drug dealer. I don't need to take this. I'm a drug dealer. Kind of that feel.
Don't call me kid.
Right?
I just called him kid. He's gonna run me over. Are you, Chad?
Oh my gosh. Thank you. We appreciate that you are watching us live. Ryan, definitely understand. If you want to chat with us, do it in the chat. Trust me, we'll be able to speak to you there.
Why, is he texting you?
No, do Instagram. Once again, you're laughing at him, adorable.
Yes, thanks for joining us tonight, guys.
She just loves anyone that can distract me, so that's why she's so happy.
Because he's so easily excitable about everything, so you can just say
I'm easily
the
excitable.
corniest of jokes, and you will feel special because Daniel will laugh at it.
I will. I'll make you feel so. I'll make you special. I'll laugh at things. But so Chad is kind of really messed up.
That's that
magic trick messed him up, though. I mean, it really did. That's where everything. Chad was me for a moment. He was like, "Whoa!"
I thought he was controlling the dime for a minute there because the other guy started looking like, right? Come down.
I don't know if that thing flipping up. I don't remember doing that right. And then, sure enough, it shows up and Chad coughs it out. There it is. And Chad's tripped out. Why do I have a dime in my mouth? Whatever. And he's ready to go. So he leaves. And sure enough, when he does leave, he's completely distracted.
He's just doing what we all do when we get a dressing down and we're like, oh, I wish I would have told his mother what something.
It does happen. You guys, let's
like, I wish I could have said this or would have said that.
Exactly. Like, admit the truth. You're having a conversation with somebody and automatically you're upset. And when you are pissed, but you didn't say all the things you wish, you're driving home, you're like, oh yeah, you got magic, I've got magic too. Watch my fist disappear in your face.
But he was having a 10-minute tirade about it in the car. It was like this.
He was so pissed. Pretty much Josh is, when I quit my job, I'm gonna, when I quit my job, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna poop on your desk. You're gonna see it. And that's what you get. Like, he's doing all that. That's literally what he was doing. And it makes sense. I mean, we all do it, like you said. But while he was doing it, he was so distracted.
He took an extra mile.
Well, extra mile.
Because we all don't do this next part.
Speaking of extra mile, he also dragged that kid's body. I know possibly an extra mile. Because he just plows into this kid. And we get introduced to Carl again. Carl is over there at the fat something.
The fat convention?
No, it's a fat salmon something. I don't know. At like a fishing hole, pretty much.
The fat salmon.
And he goes into town every week, same time, blah, blah, blah. So he jumps in the car and commutes down there. And now he's sitting in the park, drinking, right? Coffee?
Yeah.
Everyone drinks coffee. Damn fine coffee. So he's drinking a coffee and enjoying himself and watch this kid. And you see the kid playing with the mother and immediately what did I say? Something's going to happen. And then they went back to Chad, and Chad was driving, and I was like, is Chad going to peel through the park? Like, is he going to literally kill everyone through the park? Like, what's happening here? But no, he didn't have to. Yeah, he didn't have to. Because the kid and the mother who really wasn't paying attention, Fat Trout Trailer Park. All right, so he wasn't paying attention to the mother wasn't paying attention to her kid.
I mean, to be fair, there was like a 4-car stop at a stop sign, and this guy had no patience. Okay. So he was like, fuck this, and he was like gonna drive around. So, and there was a big truck, was one of the first. So, you can't see around the truck. But the thing that kills me is don't play in the street. Okay? My mom would not have allowed that. You play on the sidewalk and you cross the street.
Oh boy. But because of that, unfortunately.
And that's why you walk the cross. It's called a crosswalk, not a cross run.
There you go. But it didn't. He should have ran even a bit faster.
Stop right in the other lane.
Chad, I look down for a second. I look up and I just see like the kid is smack dab against that truck, and it goes, and Chad doesn't stop.
I didn't expect them to do that.
I didn't.
I thought they were gonna cut away, and then she would be like, ah!
Yeah, like you see the mother scream, and you see that giggling coffee chick or whatever go, oh, or something like that. Yeah. No, they show us the kid getting hit, smack dab.
And then his body laying on the ground. That's like graphic. If you got some kind of trigger, don't watch that because they do not shy away. And then the truck driver just all like, also because it was his fault. If he would have went first, they could have seen the other car coming.
It's Richard Horn? Oh, geez. I thought it was Chad. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, well. So Richard Horn is the one. Rich. It's not Chad. I like Chad, though. Chad's such a dick name. Anyway.
Well, where'd you get Chad from?
I don't know. I was reading some.
Well, good. We'll call him Dick Horn.
That's it. So Dick Horn essentially runs over the kid, and the interesting thing to me is when that happens, Carl sees it, and he sees the boy's, I guess, soul as just yellow
cloud dust.
Light. Cloud dust just go up. And then, sure enough, right after that moment's done, we see the light pole, and the light pole has the number 6 on it. Significance of the number 6.
6 souls collected. Mortal Kombat?
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm trying to find out what significance of 6 was, because remember when Cooper went inside of that electrical plug, there was a number over it. I forgot. I think it was 5 or 3 or whatever. But there was a number over it. And now when this soul is going or ascending or whatever.
Your soul is mine. He didn't do that? No, he didn't say that.
We see a number again. So if you guys happen to know what the significance of that number 6 is, please share it with us.
So basically Daniel wants you to give him all the answers.
Yep. Because right now,
so if you guys know this, if you guys know this,
I need to know. I would love to know. I would love to know. But then we move on to the explosion or post-explosion of the car, Dougie's car, and with that. We get the reading of the license plate, which also, again, share if you know, because the reading of the license plate was, what was it? Oh my God. Oh, yeah. DUGELV.
Oh, you didn't say the quote of the episode from the Chad scene. I told him to get out of the way. That's how he justifies his whole behavior.
We're having at this child's death because Chad is an idiot. And Chad is driving through it. He yells, I told him, get out of the way. Yeah, Chad. I'm sorry, not Chad, not Chad. Dick, I'm sorry. Yeah. Bravo, Dick, for yelling, I told him to get out of the way. P.S.
Which I don't remember
I doubt the kid he did. No, he was like, get out of the way. I don't think the kid can hear you over the roar of your engine as you yell, get out of the way, and step on the gas even more. He just hears this engine. You're driving a 450i, probably even larger. This engine is huge and loud, and you're stepping on the gas even more as you yell, get out of the way. I don't think the little kid can hear that, besides the roaring of the engine
and
coming
his light flashing before his eyes.
Poor kid. But,
and then Richard makes eye contact with that wasn't even a crazy laughing lady. That was the waitress.
That was the waitress, yeah.
With the teacher lady with the coffee.
Oh my goodness, she had the coffee.
She was just all
No, and she did see it. So the thing is, I'm telling you, the reason she saw it so later she can pin him.
Well, yeah, obviously.
That's Richard. That's Dick over there being a dick. That's what happened. So please, come take care of him. She'll probably tell Sheriff Hawk. I mean, who knows? But Sheriff Hawk, that's interesting. We'll discuss that in a little bit. But from there, David, Union, George, Edward, Lincoln, Victor. So DUGELV. There has to be significance in the license plate. I don't know yet. We didn't have enough time to really go over it. No, but is it Douge or is it Doug Elvin? Okay. I don't know, splitting it to. Okay. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. There's so much to figure out.
Maybe it's an anagram.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. If we move it around.
Josh, you should put the letters up on the board so I can look at it every once in a while. Move the letters in my hand.
She'll figure it out. But while she's trying to figure that out, one thing I'm trying to figure out is the little person who happened to be looking at the pictures of his next victims before he stabs them inside of the office.
Full on, not stealthy. This guy is not the definition of stealthy. He's just running in there ah!
Dude, missing fingers too, right?
He was missing the tip of his index finger.
I get the Dougie Las Vegas. I did think about that.
Oh.
I did think about that, and I was like, is it? Because DUGE.
And he likes to gamble.
And then LV, right? So DUGELV. Nice.
Thanks, Triassic Granger.
No. That's Red Hector.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Nice. I was just drawn to that name because it's pretty awesome. And
Triassic
Granger.
Granger? Is that, yeah?
Granger.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, needed that. But, okay. Good point. Dougie Las Vegas. No significance. It's just Dougie. He's a gambler, and
there's probably nothing because there was a Las Vegas scene, which actually looked like L.A. Yeah, so there's something going on in Las Vegas. Because remember with the guy with the lights.
That's right. There's always something.
Or the spot on his the paper envelope thing.
The paper, the appearing spot.
It's courage, Ryan. Courage.
Courage, because she is brave.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, well, no, she's brave to be here on this show because Twin Peaks will ruin you. It will mess up your head. But the little person stabbing people was one of my fears.
Wait, one is one of your fears?
It's one of my fears.
Number one?
No. A little person running through an office stabbing people is one of my fears. It's very specific. God. It's either that or clowns doing it. But either one, I'm freaked out of. I would hate to. You're sitting there at work, just doing your work.
Why is that your specific fear of a little person running through an office stabbing people and it happened to be on this TV show?
Yes!
Okay.
Yes! David Lynch knows my fear. I'm just saying, okay, think about it. think about it when you go to work, you're in an office, and there are only so many exits. But here goes a little person running through, stabbing people everywhere.
Not even a person. I don't know where You're specifically is a little person.
Because I automatically look this way. I look at eye level, and he's a little bit lower. I don't know where he is. It freaks me out. So I'm like, where? Oh, gosh, no! And he goes right for the leg, and it's done. It's done. I would freak out. I would freak out. So if Jessica...
Now we're going to have to apologize to little people everywhere. Stroke victims. Who else do we got? Children, deceased parents.
It's not our fault. This show is actually...
Parents of deceased children.
This show is offending so many people. And it's not my fault that David Lynch is choosing to go there with television. That's congratulations for David Lynch.
Sorry. Come on, what's your foot taking up my whole space?
Your whole space?
They're like, your whole foot is over here.
Oh my God.
You got all that.
I get all that. I'm out of frame from all the way over there. You just want me out.
You gotta put your hips this way and your body this way.
Okay, I will. I'll do all that. Can we
Thanks
stop
for fixing our blanket, Josh.
Yeah, seriously. Don't worry about it. The show must go on.
There's one for me and two for you.
Sorry that Joe's not here, guys.
We have the most abusive producers on the internet.
On the internet. Well, no, not. But as far as abusers or bosses go, one boss is definitely abusive. To me, seems like Dougie's boss.
Why is he abusive? Because he yelled at him in the office?
Yes.
Like, your boss doesn't do that?
No, I promise you that much. I'm not gonna
he wasn't answering him. He called him, and the guy's standing there just seemingly ignoring him.
Clearly, Dougie has strokes that everyone's okay with because his wife hasn't thought about taking him to Dr. Ben until tomorrow.
Which was today.
Oh gosh, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I mean, so Doug clearly has problems. He even said it himself. Doug, I think that you need to see some professional help. And then he looks at the sketchings or the drawings that looks like a 3-year-old did them and says...
Of a playground.
He looks at it and says, oh my gosh, Doug, thank you. Don't tell anyone about this. Please, don't tell anyone about your playground drawings. And, I don't understand what's going on.
That was strange. At first he was all enraged, like, what is this?
Dude,
you need to go and leave.
He was really pissed at him. Like, you gave me a lot to think about, Dougie. What did he give you to think about? What happened? What secret was revealed?
I don't know, like a future blueprint for a playground, having kids, maybe adopting.
Something. I don't know, but, nonetheless, Dougie at the moment is clairvoyant, I guess we'll say the most. Because something led him drawing these things leads to him saying, oh my gosh, like, this is something, don't tell anyone about this, and you give me a lot to think about. Whatever it is, it's important, and it's connected to them.
Maybe he was a WWF wrestler, and there was a ladder match that he lost. There was a lot of ladders in that picture, some tall beam thing. It's not like I didn't get that from the game we played before
this. The Money in the Bank game?
Yes.
That match? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like he's Vince McMahon. Is that what you're saying? He's like, is that it? Just walking around?
Don't tell anybody I was in the WWF.
Wow.
Which is, what it was called in the 90s.
In the 90s?
Before they changed it.
Boy, yeah, now it's World Wildlife if you say WWF, right? Or
World Wildlife Fund.
World Wildlife Federation.
Donate.
Like that.
Oh, wait, don't say donate.
How much have you had so far? I don't know.
4.8% is not enough. Not enough for me. What we were drinking last night was 14.6.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy. Ooh, boy, that was a lot.
Oh, boy.
But, so, Dougie's wife does head to the park and meets with the Shylocks. That's a defensive term, actually.
Shylocks?
Yeah,
isn't that from X-Men?
No. What? This is Psylocke behind you. That's Psylocke.
No, the Morlocks.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just asking questions.
What the red actor? What's happening in the chat here? Cooper rediscovering his intuitive methods. I don't know if it's really Cooper discovering his intuitive methods. I feel in some way it's almost slightly
can we even call this guy Cooper? Because this guy is no one, apparently. Because I don't know if we knew, again, I didn't see 2 through 4, but were we introduced to Dougie? Do we know how Dougie was?
We met Dougie for a moment, and Dougie was gone. Dougie was replaced by Coop, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
But obviously this guy used to be a functional person.
How come Doug acting like a little kid? Well, we've pretty much been addressing that a lot, Ryan. Why Doug's acting kind of like childish.
But we don't really know.
We don't know why, but we've been addressing the same thing. It does seem kind of weird. Shylock? Really? Yeah.
Sherlock.
No, he's wait, what? When Abigail...
Where's Abigail Parker? When you need her to turn me into Shylock the
X-Men. There you go. But no,
Josh would be part of the Warlocks.
She does meet with the Shylocks. And they're like, hey, give me your money. Yeah, that's all they say on in my head. Give me your money. And sure enough, once she goes right into it, starts telling
them
what.
down.
Wow, yeah.
Tell them you're gonna take $20,000 plus some interest, and you're going to like it. And the TV just went out.
Yeah, our monitor just went out. Sorry, guys, but she's pretty much gives them the breakdown of this is what you're gonna get. The way I work at a bank, and in that bank, they give 20% interest and blah, 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 et cetera, on the loans. So this is what I'm giving you. Pulls out a wad that would choke a freaking camel, like literally, and says like, boom. That's a phrase people say.
I've never heard that before.
A mule. You want me to say the mule?
Never heard that either.
Oh, you look it up. It's a wad that would freaking choke a mule. Bada bing. So
it's Mario.
Wow, that's just racist.
Wow.
I just said bada bing, and you went to
that could have been German for all you knew.
Really? Yeah, I don't think German sound like
it's a Mario. No wait, that was my bad German accent. What? I'm done for tonight. We're gonna wrap this up.
No. What is happening? What is that German? Anyway, so she tells him, I'm gonna give you the $25,000. You're gonna take it and you're gonna go. That happens. We already know about the dwarf and his rampage. He gets really hurt that his ice pick got bent.
He went berserker rage.
But his ice pick. Oh.
But then can we talk about people who witness murders and always get caught witnessing the murders? Like, it never fails. No one does, like, the creep backward walk. Like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be watching this. Maybe I shouldn't be
here. No. Immediately gets into it and says, oh, wow, what's happening here? And watches the entire time until she gets stabbed. But Deputy Hawk. Finally, we get a moment of some resemblance of, answering a question and giving us more. Deputy Hawk is there in the bathroom. Remember, episodes earlier, the late log lady says your heritage will kind of lead you or give you the answer for something that's missing. It has to do with Cooper. Something's missing. Your heritage will lead you to it. And sure enough, while he's in the women's restroom, he sees it looks like a dime. He picks it up, and it has an Indian head on it. Yep, Ike the Spike. That's right. We talked about that earlier.
Because I said Ike and Tina.
Yeah, we were like, Ike the Spike. But I just wanted to call him the dwarf. So he finds the dime, has a Native American head on it. Immediately, boom, okay, that's part of the heritage. And then, sure enough, while he's standing up, he sees a little emblem, another Native American head on it, and he kind of looks at the door, sees some screws missing, busts open the door, reaches in, and what does he find?
A letter.
Well, missing pages. It's more of missing pages from Laura Palmer's diary. So the question is, how did they get there? Did Laura put them there herself before she died? Did Coop put them there? Because there is a moment where back earlier, 25 years ago, Coop does say, if I ever get lost, the person I want to have find me or anything like that would be Hawk. So did Coop put them there also? That's why she says it has to do with Coop. Something's missing. We need to know what's actually on those diary pages, but we do know that they are indeed diary pages. That was confirmed. So with that, it's just like, okay, finally we got something.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of something, and I waited a whole episode to get to that something, and that's what kind of made me upset during this one. I'm sorry, being honest, that's what I didn't like. I didn't like having to wait that long to get just something. I felt like I was rickrolled through this episode. And we did find out, of course, that Frank kid did commit suicide.
Yeah.
Which I think we kind of already knew, but they addressed it again, and that other deputy is just being a dick by making the jokes. Oh, I couldn't take being a soldier. You're a cop in a small town. You'll never have to see action, so you don't know what it is to be a soldier. You're just heartless. Something's gonna happen to you. You're possibly gonna die. I can't wait for that moment. It's gonna be glorious.
Ike the Spike.
Yeah, maybe Ike the Spike will go ahead and kill you. Hopefully, that would be great.
Super Sheik mode.
But with that, I mean, that's a breakdown of the episode. The moments, the points that you guys had to pay attention to, like we said already, was, well, Laura Palmer's diary and what's happening there. We got that prophecy. We found out more about Doug. Found out a relationship with him and his wife, blah, blah, etc. This was a very Doug-centric episode. And
I wouldn't say all that.
Really, almost most of the episode was all about Doug. We talked about Doug. The car that blew up, that was Doug's also. We found out about the license plate, which was Doug's.
In the same scene.
Yeah, true. Well, the first part of it was about Doug, and then after that we came back to Doug with his kid, and then we came back to Doug.
That's because no scene in this show was less than 2 minutes. That is the criteria when you write the show.
Except for the scene in the office with the paper with the dot on it. That was the shortest scene.
Was the shortest scene.
It was probably even 5 minutes.
So I was even more confused about what happened because it was so short.
There you go. Once again, I feel like I'm being rickrolled. But feel free to discuss in the comments, even after this episode, to tell us or give us more info. But Joe's not here, and Joe's the one that usually delves into the episode. But he will be back next week, hopefully. And if not, we're going to walk through this whole lost fugue state together. Once again, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Migdalia.
Where can we find you, Migdalia?
I'm apparently going to be on the next stream happening tonight for, I guess, E3 or video games or, I don't know, something. And then also I'll be back next Sunday for another episode of Twin Peaks. And Tuesday I should be doing some E3 coverage for the channel. So if you're curious about E3, if, you're wondering about it and, you follow this channel here, come here, follow our E3 updates. Kelly is also doing some heavy coverage. And I'm sure other members of the hashtag show.
Yeah, good job. All right. Well, for me, you can find me on this stream next week and
on his Instagram.
Yeah, my Instagram and all that social media, the real J_Rome, except on Facebook there's no underscore, so it's just the real J Rome.
Yeah.
And
you can't find me online.
No, Mickey Spicy. Just Mickey Spicy, guys. Look it up. With that being the case, we want you guys to make sure that you follow, subscribe, comment,
Super chat.
Yeah, use Super Chat if you can. And someone please commend Red Hector Music. He is on it tonight. My goodness, that is right. About the good Dale being in the lodge. That's a point. But once again, guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe, share, comment. Subscribe. That's what we're really hoping you do. We hit 10,000. We want to hit 10,000 more. Actually, 100,000 more. So we'll only do that
actually, 1 million.
That would be
That's
great.
our end of the year goal.
There you go, 1 million. Help us get there, guys. So once again, thank you for watching, and goodbye from the Red Room.
Red Room. Red Room. Red Room.